Good afternoon, my dear students. How are you all? I hope and I would pray to God for your fitness, healthy life, and I hope you are doing physical activities at your home for your immunity system as well as physical fitness work. With the God grace, we are doing all things on time, just like we completed your syllabus on time as well as now revision work is going on smoothly. So I hope you all are following these guidelines whatsoever I am delivering to you daily basis, almost in my every lecture. So my dear students, today I am interrupting you again for next unit. I mean unit number second. This is Olympic value education. We will discuss about Olympic games as well as ancient Olympic, current Olympic, I mean Summer Olympic Games, Modern Olympic Games, as well as Paralympics, along with Special Olympic Games. Then Olympic symbols, Olympic motto, what are the ideals of Olympic Games, what are the objectives and value of Olympism as well as Indian Olympic Association and International Olympic Committee. This we will discuss in this unit. I mean, unit number second. Name of unit is as we discussed, Olympic value education. Successfully, we completed unit number one, revision physical education and careers in physical education. This and changing trends and career in physical education. In this, we discuss so many things, and I hope you understood this. So, today, again, I am interrupting you with the new topic, Olympic value education. In this unit, we will discuss so many things in front of you, just like Olympic Games. It's very difficult to say uh, the origin of Olympic Games. I mean, when these games started, nobody sure about that. But hypothetically, the word Olympic has derived its name from Olympia. Olympia is a village, the sacred valley of Elis, a city-state of Greece. These games were held after 4 years at Olympia in Greece in the honor of God Jesus. All are saying, and all researchers are saying, all former researchers, they are saying the game started from the Greece city Olympia. During Olympic, any war or any kind of dispute that might be taking place among the city would be stopped at once and truce words be declared. If in between the Olympic any war will be there, or we can say any kind of dispute among any countries, so immediately they stop the game. All competitors, all visitors, I mean players traveling to or from Olympics moves freely without any fear, so that no dispute will be there. So, as I discuss origin of Olympic Games, I mean when these games started in the world. Origin the Olympic Games is a mystery. It is difficult to refer when these games started in the world. No, I mean there is no exact date of origin. So, first ancient games, Olympic Games, was started in Olympia Valley in 776 BC. 776 BC, according to the, uh, we can say, uh, according to Olympia peoples, and according to available information, we can say there is no surety behind that. However, according to the other behalf, Olympics took birth in 884 BC. According to another version, Hercules introduced first Olympic Games around the year 1253 BC. These games were dedicated to the Olympic god Jesus. Whatever the reason behind the beginning of Olympic Games, what it is certain that games were organized very first time in the beautiful valley named Olympia. This is clear. That's why we are saying Olympic Games. Due to this fact, these games called Olympic Games. Good afternoon, Professor Saab. Same, same. So, rules for competition for Asian Olympic Games. The rule of the ancient Olympic Games were as follow. The competitor must be only Greek, should be physically fit. Those who are taking part in that, they should be physically fit. I mean, without fitness, they cannot participate in that Olympic. These were the rule of ancient Olympic game. Then punished person. Punished mean those who are having any charges on them by police, by antisocial activities. They cannot, they were not allowed to participate in that games. The participants had to stay in Olympia for 1 month before. It was also a new rule for them. Those who are participating over there, they should stay in Olympia Valley 1 month before the beginning of Olympic Games. It was also a rule at that time in Asian Games. Women were not allowed to participate in competition and watch these games. At that time, you might be knowing about that. Now we are playing modern games. Now we are having modern Olympic games. Now women are participating in that. But we are discussing about ancient Olympic games. Women were not allowed to participate at that time, even not witness also. They can't be spectators. So women were not allowed to participate in competitions and watch these matches. For for participation in these games, they had to participate for 1 month in advance. So the amateur were allowed to participate. These were the rules of Asian Olympic Games. Then conduct of Asian Olympic Games, how they were conducting the Asian Olympic Games. First of all, assembly is compulsory there. Before the commitments, before the competition of the games, the competitors, their brothers, fathers, trainers used to assemble in council house in front of the status of Zeus. Then they were made to take an oath that they would participate in the games according to the rule laid by them during training session. It was, how to conduct Asian games. First of all, assembly was there. In assembly, their parents, their brothers, fathers, not mother, trainer used to assemble in council house always. It was how to conduct Asian games. Then sacrifice. After that, a pig was sacrificed to be offered to the god Zeus Harikus. Then oath ceremony. The competitors took the oath that they would resort to any unfair means to secure victory, and they had 10 minutes of training as per Olympic rules and regulations. Just like we are also having oath in this Olympic, modern Olympic. So at that time, there was also oath of 10 minutes duration. Why there, 10 months of training as per Olympic rules and regulations. Then March past. March past by various team members, those who are participating, various countries. Athletes will do march pass. They will take a round of track in front of Jesus status. Therefore, all the players entered in the sports arena one by one. Then players were introduced to the spectators by the name of the players. Just like, I am Ashwini Kumar, you are Manoj Kumar, you are Sulakhan Singh, you are Sarbar Singh, whatsoever. Good afternoon, beta. So, the spectators of the name of the player, his father name, and his city, when they were announced the name with the designation of player along with his father name and from which city he belonged to. If any spectators had only objection against any player, he was not allowed to participate in competition. It was happening in the March pass. The silence of the part of the spectators were considered as no objection for the concerned player. So in March Pass is if any spectator is saying this is player from not belong to that country, but still he is participating, then it will be a objection. Then that player will not be a part of that event in that games. I mean, they will not allow to participate. It will happen during March Pass only. Then declaration. The herald announced, declared the opening of the games. The chief judges or some distinguished personalities, they will address the participant. Afterward, the event were conducted. I mean, uh, when the declaration, the opening of the game, any dignitaries will come, either their prime minister, either their any distinguished personalities, maybe judges over there, maybe a good personalities over there. So they will announce the sports meet open. Then sports meet will open. Then events. Now, very interesting factors. What were the events in ancient Olympic Games? You know, 200 yards foot race was only event in the ancient Olympic, and it was conducted in a single day. Later on, other events such as foot race, uh, chariot race, then horse race, pentathlon, running, jump, discus throw, javelin throw, even wrestling also were added. Very first event, you might be knowing about that, it was 200-yard foot race was only event in the Asian Olympic Games, and it was conducted in a single day. Afterward, they included most of the games, just like foot race, just like chariot race, then horse race, then pentathlon, running, jumping events, discus throw, javelin throws, as wrestling also. They included afterward, were added because of the addition of more events time to time. The duration of the game were extended to 5 days. On the first day, only religions, only religious functions and oath taking ceremony, but no event of the competitions was held. Very first day, only oath ceremony will be there, as well as their religious functions. On second day, there were only march pass, introductions of various players or competitors to the spectators, and opening of the games were held. This was followed by competitive events like chariot race, horse race, and pentathlon. On third day, wrestling and boxing competitions were held. Third day, only wrestling and boxing will be held. On the last and fifth day, recreational programs were organized. So I mean to say, Asian Olympic Games were duration of 5 days. Just like first day, religious functions and oath take ceremony. Second day, march pass and introductions of players. Third day, wrestling, boxing competition were held. Fourth day, athletes event were held. Athletics events were held. Fifth day, recreational programs were organized. Then awards. Those who are participant, they will get also award, trophies may be there, so many other things may. In those time, victory in sports and games had been more to self-respect and given tripods and other valuable objects as prize. Olympic winners received a crown made of olive tree branches that was worn on their heads. The branches were cut from the tree which were grown in the backyards of the temple of God Jesus and was supposedly planned by Hercules. Statues were also made of the winners. Poems were also composed in praise of winners, and their names were recorded. So I mean to say at that time there were no cash prize. There were honor only on behalf of winners, and they were giving them these all the things what we discussed. Decline and termination of the ancient Olympic Games. The Olympic Games were reached their peak by 400 BC and they are begun to decline. So when Greece came under Roman dominations, it was found that games lost their original significance. Corruption and foul play set in. Then they were abolished by Christians, Roman emperors, Caesar in 394 AD. The Romans further destroyed the Greek temples, stadium, etc. But even after the memory of these games remained in the heart of natives, just like burning fire. The peoples could not forget these even after many countries. So these were the decline and terminations of ancient game. Now tomorrow we will discuss about modern Olympic game. These were the history of ancient Olympic games. This we discussed with you, just like origin and rules of competitions of the ancient Olympic games. Then conduct, how to conduct. This also be discussed, just like assembly is there, sacrifice is there, oath ceremony is being conducted, march past afterward, then declaration, then events, and afterward they are getting honors. I would say they are getting awards. Those who are first, second, third, whatsoever. So at that time there were no cash prize. Then decline and termination of Asian Olympic Games. Change is the uh, a reality of the nature. Change require always everywhere, and change is always there. Change is a law of nature. So that ancient game convert in modern Olympic Games. Now you can see we are having synthetic track, we are having so much cash money, we are having so much cash prizes over there, we are having so much sponsors over there. In ancient games, there were no sponsor, only few rules were there. Now you see, women can also participate in modern Olympic, but in ancient games, they were not to be a spectators even at that time. So these things were very important at that time. So I hope you enjoyed this. Second most important thing I would like to add regarding Happy Diwali to all my students. I hope this Diwali will be free crackers Diwali. Lord Rama never said firecrackers. This we are celebrating on behalf when Lord Rama came to Ayodhya after 14 years with Sita. But he never said, whenever I will visit Ayodhya on this occasion, you will fire crackers. This is totally anti environments. Only those who are making crackers productions over there, they are getting financial benefits. Rest all things are suffering. Your grandfather, your grandmother, even your parents, even you are belong to asthma or any lungs diseases or any heart problem, even skin problem may occur. It will very difficult to breathe in these days. You can see in Delhi NCR cities, they are very much difficult to take breath. Tell me a single benefit of crackers. If you are having more money, then you can spend this money for poor peoples, for needy peoples. Take some blankets, take some woolen clothes, and distribute to them. You will feel very happy, and they will also feel very happy because my nation is very poor nation. We should help them. This is called a real education. So I hope you understood this because my grade 12 students are doing same. I taught them in grade 11. They knows about the value of environment, the value of health also. So we should avoid this. Please try to understand. If we really love our nation and society, then we should contribute just like this only. So happy Diwali in advance. Now we will meet after Diwali break. And the most important thing is again, I am interrupting you regarding your practical file. Please prepare on time. It's much necessary now. Almost your session is completed. Our revision is also completed once. Now second time revision is going on. Very soon after Diwali, we can take your practical. For that, practical file is necessary. This I am saying to you in almost in my every lecture. So I hope you understood this and you will follow this. So enjoy your days, enjoy your celebration with your families, with your friends, and take care of your health. Do physical activities at your home with your parents because health is wealth. So thank you very much for patience listening. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll meet after Diwali. Thank you guys.